I tend to not use his name on this show. I call him Supreme. That's what his nickname is here. The Grifter, Screaming Steven. If I got a situation with somebody and you're an interviewer, you're coming down here, you want to go ahead and get a topic, and I've already talked about this story ad nauseum. I've been to every single platform out there, and I've told the same exact story or different variations of the story depending on where I am, because there's code switching that goes on with Stephen A. Smith, right? So I'm gonna go and tell the story this way on here, and then I'm gonna go over here and tell the story this way over here, and every time I tell that story, I get a little bit more aggressive. However, didn't seem that aggressive when you got pressed. So he goes on the pivot. You know, they have the little snippet here. You ever see LeBron go to white boy like he did with me? Let's call it like it is. The only time he did was when he was making fun of Brian Windhorst, who supported him since high school. That's a funny statement because it's wrong. You ever hear of a guy named Doug Gottlieb? LeBron goes to Doug Gottlieb all the time. Because why? Doug Gottlieb decides to want to go with LeBron all the time. But Stephen A. Smith reminds me of a Karen. And what I mean by that is that Karen behavior is you become the aggressor. You're the aggressor. When somebody matches your aggression, you become the victim. So you go on every single platform for 20 years and talk about how Braun is this, Braun is that, he's never Jordan, that Jordan would never do this. You even had a serious segment about his Hennessy ad that was just supposed to be funny. That's all it was. He was poking fun at his decision and just having fun with social media, and you took it seriously to the point where you had a serious segment on your show. You're obsessed. So when you go ahead and say that I don't talk about LeBron unless I'm asked, who the puts the stories and topics together on your show? Because every time that you tell us, you run First Take, don't you? So when there's a LeBron topic there, why are you the first one to talk about it? If you never talk about LeBron James, he lives rent free in your head. And it's sad at this point because I see the play. Because as soon as you say LeBron James's name, everybody listens. No matter what LeBron does, the world stops and listens. So because of that now, you are going to continue to make yourself relevant. You'll go to the Pivot podcast and you'll go ahead and go tell the story again and tell it a little bit more aggressive. Why? Because you're a Karen.